Review Ebook Molecular Biology of the Cell, 7th edition. Title: Molecular Biology of the Cell, 7th edition. Authors: Bruce Alberts, Rebecca Heald, Alexander Johnson, David Morgan, Martin Raff, Keith Roberts, Peter Walter. Year of release: 2022. Publisher: W. Norton and Company. Summary: Molecular Biology of the Cell is a comprehensive textbook that provides a detailed overview of the field of cell biology. The 7th edition, released in 2022, includes significant updates on new discoveries and research in cell biology, such as human genome research, pathogen studies, and advancements in microscopy technologies. This edition also integrates information relevant to the COVID-19 pandemic, including virus entry into cells and vaccine development. Detailed summary of each part and chapter. Part 1. Introduction to Cells. Chapter 1. Cells and Genomes. 1. Overview of cell theory, types of cells, prokaryotic versus eukaryotic, and the evolution of cells. 2. Introduction to genomes, their organization, and the central dogma of molecular biology. Chapter 2. Cell chemistry and bioenergetics. 1. Basic principles of chemistry essential for understanding cell biology. 2. Cellular metabolism, energy transformations, and the role of enzymes. Chapter 3. Proteins. 1. Structure and function of proteins. 2. Protein folding, modifications, and interactions. Part 2. Genetic mechanisms. Chapter 4. DNA, chromosomes, and genomes. 1. DNA structure, chromosomal organization, and genome mapping. 2. Insights from human genome sequencing projects. Chapter 5. DNA replication, repair, and recombination. 1. Mechanisms of DNA replication and repair. 2. Genetic recombination and its role in evolution and genome stability. Chapter 6. How cells read the genome from DNA to protein. 1. Transcription, RNA processing, and translation. 2. Regulatory mechanisms controlling gene expression. Part 3. Cell biology methods. Chapter 7. Analyzing cells, molecules, and systems. 1. Techniques for studying cells, including microscopy and biochemical methods. 2. Genomic and proteomic approaches. Chapter 8. Visualizing cells. 1. Advanced microscopy techniques. 2. Use of fluorescent proteins and super-resolution microscopy. Part 4. Internal organization of the cell. Chapter 9. Membrane structure. 1. Composition and properties of biological membranes. 2. Membrane dynamics and transport mechanisms. Chapter 10. Membrane transport of small molecules and the electrical properties of membranes. 1. Mechanisms of passive and active transport. 2. Electrical properties and ion channels. Chapter 11. Intracellular compartments and protein sorting. 1. Organization of intracellular compartments. 2. Protein targeting and transport mechanisms. Chapter 12. Intracellular membrane traffic. 1. Vesicular transport, endocytosis, and exocytosis. 2. Molecular machinery involved in membrane trafficking. Chapter 13. Energy conversion, mitochondria and chloroplasts. 1. Structure and function of mitochondria and chloroplasts. 2. Processes of oxidative phosphorylation and photosynthesis. Chapter 14. Cell signaling. 1. Principles of cell signaling pathways. 2. Signal transduction mechanisms and their cellular effects. Chapter 15. The cytoskeleton. 1. Components and functions of the cytoskeleton. 2. Dynamics of microtubules, actin filaments, and intermediate filaments. Chapter 16. The cell cycle. 1. Phases and regulation of the cell cycle. 2. Mechanisms of cell cycle control and checkpoints. Chapter 17. Cell death. 1. Types of cell death, including apoptosis and necrosis. 2. Molecular pathways regulating cell death. Part 5. Cells in their social context. Chapter 18. Cell junctions, cell adhesion, and the extracellular matrix. 1. Structure and function of cell junctions. 2. Role of the extracellular matrix in cell adhesion and signaling. Chapter 19. Cancer. 1. Molecular and cellular basis of cancer. 2. Oncogenes, tumor suppressor genes, and cancer therapies. Chapter 20. Sexual reproduction, meiosis, germ cells, and fertilization. 1. Mechanisms of meiosis and germ cell development. 2. Processes of fertilization and early embryonic development. Chapter 21. Development of multicellular organisms. 1. Principles of developmental biology. 2. pattern formation, morphogenesis, and differentiation. Chapter 22, Stem Cells and Tissue Renewal. 1. Biology of stem cells and their role in tissue regeneration. 2. Therapeutic potential of stem cells. Chapter 23, Pathogens and Infection. 1. Interactions between pathogens and host cells. 2. Mechanisms of infection and host immune responses. Chapter 24, The Innate and Adaptive Immune Systems. 1. Overview of the immune system. 2. Innate immunity, adaptive immunity, and immunological memory. Reviews of the book. The 7th edition of Molecular Biology of the Cell has been praised for its comprehensive coverage, clarity, and integration of new research findings. The book effectively balances detailed explanations with accessible writing, making it suitable for both students and professionals in the field. The extensive use of illustrations and the inclusion of digital resources enhance the learning experience, providing a rich, interactive platform for understanding cell biology. Questions and answers about the book. Q1. What makes molecular biology of the cell different from other cell biology textbooks? A1. The book provides a curated, expert-guided narrative that logically progresses through key concepts, components, and experiments in cell biology. It includes more than 1,500 illustrations and integrates recent research findings, making it a valuable resource for understanding both fundamental and advanced topics in cell biology. Q2. How does the 7th edition address the COVID-19 pandemic? A2. This edition includes updated information on the biology of SARS-CoV-2, the virus responsible for COVID-19, and details the cellular mechanisms of viral entry, replication, and the host immune response. It also covers the development of mRNA vaccines, which have been pivotal in combating the pandemic. Q3. What additional resources are available with the textbook? A3. The textbook comes with access to a digital version, including narrated movies, animations, and an extensive problem set designed to promote active learning. Instructors have access to additional teaching tools, such as lecture outlines, test banks, and interactive assessment tools. Q4. Who is the intended audience for this book? A4. The primary audience includes undergraduate and graduate students studying cell biology, molecular biology, and related fields. It is also a valuable reference for researchers and professionals seeking an in-depth understanding of cell biology. Q5. Can the chapters be read independently? A5. Yes, while the chapters are arranged in a logical sequence, they can be read independently. Each chapter is designed to provide a self-contained exploration of specific topics within cell biology. This detailed analysis provides a comprehensive understanding of Molecular Biology of the Cell, 7th edition, enabling readers to grasp the essential concepts and recent advancements in the field of cell biology.